Hey guys, good morning. Happy Mother's Day. It's 10:25. We're headed to my mom's house. We brought camping chairs and masks and we're gonna sit in the front yard. Yes, and it was such a cute morning. Andres picked some flowers for me. The girls made cards. They made homemade cupcakes. Super cute. So we're taking a cupcake to Melissa and to my mom for Mother's Day, and we're just gonna hang out a little while. Andres is following us because he has to go to work, unfortunately, in a couple of hours. So yeah, it's been a good morning. Andres made breakfast for me. We had pancakes and eggs and sausage patties and some orange juice. It was super sweet. They let me sleep in. I didn't wake up until 8:45. It felt really good. So happy Mother's Day. I drove by Nin's house so the girls could say hi. They're in the garage with their masks on. It's just like such a crazy time. The only picture that I got, my mom was super cute when we drove up. Like, honestly, it makes me really, really sad. And like, oh gosh, she was so excited to see us. So excited to see us. I drove up and she was sitting out in the front yard in her driveway in her mask, and I started honking. I was like, happy Mother's Day, Mom. She was so excited to see us. And we all sat around her driveway in our chairs with our masks on, and it was the craziest, saddest Mother's Day ever. But at least it was good to be able to like hang out and see her and just give her gifts, and it just was really, really, really nice. So this is this is the only picture that I really got, and she was so cute. She put out a little pail of, or a tin, I forgot what she called it. It had bottled waters and snacks and stuff. It was really cute. That's like, that's how we're gonna remember Mother's Day, you know? It is what it is. It was super cute. So anyway, we're swinging by Nin's now to say hi and give her a hug, and my grandma is they're gonna have lunch with my grandma with masks on 6 feet away. Like, it's just, oh my gosh, crazy times. But we're all here, we're all healthy, we get to be with each other, and like, that's what matters. Even if it is in masks 6 feet away, Andres is working. It just, you know, it is what it is. So happy Mother's Day. I hope you guys all have had an amazing one with your family and you've made it work for your family. This is what we did to make it work, by sitting in camping chairs, probably more than 6 feet away, not being by each other, but at least getting to talk to each other face to face, not in Zoom. On Zoom, you know, it is what it is. These are our best friends nowadays. So I'm going to go chit chat and have a lovely afternoon, just seeing my family from a distance, you know? That's what we gotta do. So I hope you guys have an amazing one. I'll pop on later when we're at home, back into a normal routine. Right now I just really would like to enjoy my family. So let's go. Another Maddie's birthday is today.
Oh wow.
That's cool. It's exactly how we spell it too.
Yeah, M-A-D-D-I-E.
Wow. We should just ask them if we could borrow those for your birthday in October.
Yeah.
Disney Family Sing Along Volume 2. Today was a wonderful Mother's Day. It was really, really nice. From this morning to tonight. Sorry, I'm having some Skinny Pop for a snack, but it was just a really great, it was an awesome day. Getting to even just like hang out with my mom in her driveway made the whole day worth it. Like, you know, it's hard. I was watching Jessica Braun. I was trying to think what her channel name is, but I think that's what it is now, is Jessica Braun. She was talking about on her Insta stories how it's hard when you become a mom to balance celebrating your mom and all the special women in your life, and then you getting celebrated as well. And it is difficult, but you know what? I always put my mom above myself, honestly. I do, just because that's the kind of family that we are, just in general. But it is difficult to, I gave up my whole morning to be here with the girls with Andres, because I wanted to be with my mom. That was my #1 priority today. I wanted to be with her. I wanted Andres to see her before his shift started, you know, type of thing, before he had to go into work, and he didn't get off till late, and it's Mother's Day for him. And if you've ever been in the restaurant food industry on Mother's Day, it's kind of crazy. So he had to work a lot of hours today, and I wanted to be with my mom. And it's like I was telling him earlier, you know, yes, like I enjoy waking up and getting to sleep in, and I enjoy waking up to the girls bringing me their handmade stuff. And this year was not flowers, like actual flowers from the store, but it was even more special. It was flowers picked from the backyard. And you know, it just, like, a lot of thought went into the whole thing from him, that it made it even more special for me. And I was okay with that. I was okay with just eating breakfast and then going to spend the rest of the day with my mom. That was perfect for me, because I get to spend time with my children right now because of the whole quarantine. I've been with them for the last 2 months straight. And because of that, I have been able to spend that quality one-on-one time with them, and she hasn't. You know, she's used to seeing me especially, but my brother and I, we talk to her every single day, and she's used to seeing me multiple times a week. She's used to seeing the girls and my brother at least once a week, at least. And that's mostly because I don't work as much as my brother has a full-time job, and I don't. Now I don't have any job. So if this were, you know, any normal circumstance, her and I would be able to hang out a lot more. But because I'm off, we would go have lunch or whatever, you know. I would swing by her office. She would see me frequently. To going to nothing, she's been at home by herself. Like, it just is without us, you know, and that's not something she's used to. And especially since all the grandbabies have been in her life, she is such an amazing mother, and she's an even better grandma. I mean, I don't even know if that's possible, because she's great at both jobs, but she misses them so much, and you can see it in her eyes, like when she just like yearns to be around them. So even today, it was like just awesome getting to hang out in the front yard and just talk, you know. It just was really good while the girls were playing in the front yard and running around. And then we went down the street to Nin's house, and we were sitting around talking in her backyard, and everyone was away from each other, and that didn't even matter. It's just the fact that we got to be there, and they got to see the girls playing off by themselves and running around, and like, it really, I think, made a difference in everybody's day. Like, it was an awesome, awesome, awesome day to just hang out with each other. And yeah, so I think we're gonna do it again for Memorial Day weekend. That'll be after everything opens up in another 2 weeks. I really think that we'll just get together and put on our masks and sit away from each other, but hang out all in the same vicinity. You know, Nin's backyard is actually really, really good size. She probably has 2.5 times the yard that we have. And she has so many cool things out there for them, and I'll show you next time we go over there. She's making them a sandbox with this awesome awning. She's so creative. She always has been, ever since we were little. And she's making them monkey bars and ring swings. She wants to make a slide. She bought them an awesome water slide. She has a little basketball court out there. She bought them individual chalk. I make everybody share everything. She bought them their own individual chalk. She has just like, we found bikes a couple doors down. They were when they did brush pickup or bulk pickup when she first moved into the house. A few doors down, we were driving over there. This was months ago when she first moved in, like February. They had bikes, 2 girl bikes that are the same size that the girls have right now in their front yard, like getting rid of for bulk pickup. And so I was like, let's bring those to Nin's and see if they're in decent shape. All the tires needed was air, and so we brought them into her garage, and she's kept them over there. The girls were riding them in the backyard. It just, even though we don't get to directly be next to each other or hug and kiss each other, like anything like that, it just feels good to at least be around. Getting to see my brother and Melissa, other than like at my porch or their porch, like just being in the same vicinity as anybody that you would risk yourself going to the store and being next to the 6 feet away from the person in front of you that you don't even know. It was the same thing. At least I knew these people. So it did feel good. So I think we're gonna do something Memorial Day weekend, have a little barbecue and eat away from each other, and you know, just to keep our spirits up. Because you know, honestly, I was watching something on Facebook, and if you have kids around, I don't want anybody else to hear this, but I was watching a video on Facebook that it was a dad vlogging himself talking about his son dying from the coronavirus. And so I was like, oh my gosh, no, like how sad. So I started watching it, and it wasn't what you thought. He hung himself from depression and anxiety, stress, I don't know, from this whole situation. And you know, it's just like something like that, you know, you see it in your kids. You see, I feel more cooped up and sad, and my emotions are kind of all over the place. So I can only imagine how little tiny humans that don't know how to control their emotions quite yet feel without their friends, without any interaction from anybody other than their siblings. And I can't even imagine what it's like for children that are only children that don't have any siblings to play with or lean on or anything like that. It's just the whole thing. And you know, I'm not ready for them to go out places. I'm not ready for them to interact with, you know, going to school or going to stores. Nothing means more to me than keeping them safe. But I can't continue to go without at least seeing my family. Like, they mean a lot. All of them, each and every one of them mean a lot. And it's just really hard. Today was just like such an uplifting experience. It was great. And it really didn't bother any of us as much as we all thought it would, being far apart from each other. It really didn't. I really thought it was going to be a big deal, and it wasn't at all. So it was a wonderful Mother's Day. This year was like super meaningful, and I'm very happy with the way that it turned out. So now, unfortunately, I am at home studying for my final exam because I put it off to the very last minute. Everybody is in bed. It is 9 p.m. They've been in bed for a little while because they ran in Nin's yard all day long. All day. We were there for like 3 or 4 hours, and they were all day, nonstop. So they came home, bathed, got in pajamas, had a quick little bite for dinner, and they all laid down, and they all fell asleep right away. So now Mama's going to study, take my test, and hope and pray that I pass it, and I am done with this class. I'm editing the vlog from yesterday. I passed my test. Woo woo, made an A in the class. Yeah, barely, but I mean, I made an A. I made a good A, but I barely passed the test because I unfortunately just didn't put in enough effort on this specific test. It was cumulative, so we had tests individually on each module in each section, quizzes and exams every single week. And then this was just cumulative, and I did not put in enough effort, but I passed it, and I kept my A. That's what matters. So I'm editing the vlog, and I'm watching myself move this earlier today. I lifted my arm above my head, and I was like, oh my gosh, my shoulder, the back part of my upper back, the upper part of my back is killing me, especially on my left side, because that's what I was pushing with, which I don't know why, because I'm right-handed, but my right side is my dominant, like my right leg stronger, my right arm stronger and stuff, but I was pushing with my left shoulder, and I'm super sore, very sore. And in this clip, I'm like, yeah, it really wasn't bad. We were able to move it. And I'm like, no wonder my back has been killing me all day. And if I lift my arm anywhere above, like right here, it hurts. My right one doesn't hurt as bad. It's a little tender back here, but it doesn't hurt as bad. But my left one, OMG, pain. Don't mind my ratchet looking toes, but look what my honey bunny came home with for Mother's Day. I cannot believe it, you guys. Like he was like, I said, oh my gosh, I just started talking about these again. And I said, have you been watching the vlog or reading the comments? And he's like, oh my gosh, no, but people have been telling you to get these for months now. I'm like, what the heck? So exciting. So these are the ones that he got. The Arizona, the color's metallic copper, size 9. I'm so excited. OMG, best Mother's Day present ever. Thank you, baby. And he was like, I'm not sure that you're gonna like them. I'm like, what the heck? I have this exact website on my